Thank you for partnering with Employee and Family Resources to provide quality employee assistance program services to employees and family members. This webinar will help you increase your understanding of the workplace focus of EAP and how EAP services, while sharing some similarities, are different from other counseling services. A brief history of employee assistance programs may be a good place to start. In the 1950s and 1960s, corporate medical directors in many U.S. companies realized it was more cost-effective to rehabilitate workers with alcohol problems than to fire them, leading to the emergence of occupational alcoholism programs. The Hughes Act of 1970 required all federal agencies and military installations to have occupational alcoholism programs, and a 1972 amendment expanded it to include other drugs. The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism was founded and helped promote the use of EAPs. The Association of Labor Management Administrators and Consultants on Alcoholism was formed, and private, external EAP companies were launched. In the 1980s, the number of EAP programs increased, spurred in part by the passing of drug-free workplace legislation. The scope of services also expanded beyond substance abuse to encompass a broad range of problems, including emotional and family concerns. EAPs also extended services to employees' family members, thereby increasing the availability of assistance. In the 1990s, the scope of EAP expanded further to include childcare and elder care resources and referral programs. Today, the International Employee Assistance Professionals Association generally defines an EAP as a set of professional services specifically designed to improve and/or maintain the productivity and healthy functioning of the workplace, and to address a work organization's particular business needs through the application of specialized knowledge and expertise about human behavior and mental health. And more specifically as a workplace program designed to assist work organizations in addressing productivity issues and employee clients in identifying and resolving personal concerns, including health, marital, family, financial, alcohol, drug, legal, emotional, stress, or other personal issues that may affect job performance. Your role is summarized well by one of the core components of EAP technology. Confidential and timely problem identification assessment services for employee clients with personal concerns that may impact job performance. As you can tell from the above history and current definitions, although the scope of issues addressed by EAPs and those eligible for services have greatly increased, EAPs have always been worksite based and worksite focused, even though the majority of EAP programs, including Employee and Family Resources, are external EAPs. What does this mean for you? One of the overarching goals of EAP counseling is to improve the employee's ability to be productive at work. Regardless of whether you are seeing an individual, a couple, or a family, the employer sponsoring the EAP benefit is another invisible client, and you must always maintain a position of strict neutrality regarding all workplace issues. Some additional examples may be helpful here. You are seeing an employee for work stress. The employee reports that he feels his supervisor is discriminating against him and tells you he plans to hire a lawyer and sue the company. It is imperative that you remain neutral in this situation. Connect with the client enough to complete the assessment and develop an action plan to address the client's needs, but do not side with either the client or the company. It is not your job to conduct an investigation of the alleged discrimination, to make a determination of fact, or to be involved in any disciplinary process. You should remain neutral, focus on supporting the emotional needs of the client, and connect him to problem-solving resources, including human resources. Connecting an employee with internal company resources helps the employee and the organization resolve the problem more quickly and typically with less financial cost to both parties. It is never appropriate to contact an employer representative directly. Perhaps that employee reports being so stressed that he believes he needs medical leave from work and asks you to complete the FMLA forms. Completing forms on behalf of an employee is never appropriate, and the employee should be referred back to Human Resources or other company management. Number 2. An employee describes symptoms of depression that are interfering with his functioning at home and starting to interfere with work motivation. Through counseling support and possible referral to healthcare professionals for medication evaluation, the potential for further negative impact on the employee's work productivity is minimized. Number 3. In the case of a management referral, our case manager will share specific work performance problems identified by the employer. The explicit goal of EAP involvement in such cases is to help the employee identify and remedy any personal issues that may be contributing factors, thereby resulting in a successful return to productive work performance. See our management referral webinar for further details. We hope this webinar has been helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 800-327-4692.